today's matchup, wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Jets going up against the Patriots.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. It's caught left side by Cooks. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at this.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
To throw is Garoppolo. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it but couldn't find his man open.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Kaiser again, escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Play action. Garoppolo. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Taken right around the 44. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
Kaiser on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No, check.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And the back goes into motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Halfback sent in motion. A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Spins away. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
First down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long. It's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way.
Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Second down, Kaiser. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long for Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Kaiser. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harrison. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Room to run past midfield. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the back goes into motion. Following the interception, Kaiser buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Kaiser. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And now out come the Patriots. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. To throw is Garoppolo. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go.
Garoppolo. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Single receiver. All right now. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side of
due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Jets set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A first down throw for Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Halfback sent in motion. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. On second down, Kaiser again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came up. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
No. Check. Patriot. I'm coming after you. Now let's go. No.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Harrison. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
In motion, Gronkowski. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's gonna go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Kaiser on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion.
Watch him now, Barney. Check safety.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at Detroit.
In motion, Gronkowski. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now.
The tight end in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first and 10, Kaiser. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Here we go now.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion.
Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Cooks. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First down, Kaiser. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 77 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Come on, let's go.
In motion, the tight end. Following the interception, Kaiser, he's going to rifle one deep. And got his man complete. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
All right, here we go.
In motion, Gronkowski. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Good! Let's go! 3-19!
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Kaiser here looking to throw it. Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Kaiser. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap. Knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. In motion, Gronkowski. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.